Halfway point of the season, the Indycar series went across the border to Paul Tracy's hometown, Toronto. It didn't augur well through practice and qualifying for Nigel. Relegated to 9th on the grid after a series of problems. Even worse news, the Penskes were red hot. Fittipaldi first, Tracy second.
I mean, that was a nightmare. We went there, and the setup we had on the cars perhaps weren't quite right. I had two major accidents on the one day, one where I braked and we were so low that the car was basically on the ground, and I lost my steering and I went straight on into the wall. And then, you know, the second one was later in the afternoon, and I lost the back end again over a bump and just went straight in the outside wall. But I mean, you know, it was, I look at that weekend extraordinary, as a lucky weekend. Why do I look at that as a lucky weekend? I've had one mechanical failure this year with the turbocharger, with the wastegate, and it was that weekend. So, I mean, I could have been winning that race and had the failure, right? We had a dreadful weekend. The car was not competitive in the race at all. I was running in 9th or 8th place, and the car failed. It actually did me a favour. So, I mean, I look at it from a positive point of view.
For the first time in the 8-year history of the race, a Canadian won it. Tracy by 13 seconds from Fittipaldi, and Tracy moved into the championship picture after his second consecutive victory. Fittipaldi took over the lead in the title race by 3 points from Nigel. Raul Boesel's consistent finishes kept him third. Tracy fourth, 22 points behind the leader.